The final challenger for VR has entered the ring, as we now have a price and release window for PlayStation VR, as Sony revealed that, and a bit more information about their virtual reality headset at GDC, which of course is taking place over the last couple of days. So, the PS4 VR headset will be coming out in October and will set you back £349. Now that means it's beating both the Oculus and the Vive quite handily, as of course the Oculus costs £500 and the Vive costs $689, and this is roughly the price tag that I had always kind of thought that Sony would be targeting, because it is putting it at the lower end of VR, making it the entry level VR headset, at least for now. And you'll also get a few things with the headset itself, including a free download of Playroom VR, which is a multiplayer collection of 6 minigames that they are basically hoping to be their Wii Sports-esque family gateway into VR. Also come with some stereo headphones and the external processing unit, which we have discussed previously. Now, as well as the previous features that I discussed with the external processing unit, it will also power the cinematic mode, which will let your PSVR act as a personal movie theatre, showing off cinema-sized films as well as 360-degree photos on a 225-inch virtual screen, which is about 2.5 meters from your face. Now, of course, the October release window is a bit of a pushback in terms of release, as it was originally slated for the first half of 2016. And was presumably pushed back because, well, they needed more time to not only polish up the device, but also give developers some time to actually work on some games. And naturally, summer isn't really the best time to convince people to put on a headset when it's, hot and sunny and nice outside. As well as all this, PSVR has more than 160 games in development and will apparently be giving us 50 before the end of the year, which include Ubisoft's Eagle Flight, Rigs from Guerrilla Games, and Sony's own VR Worlds, which will incorporate the London Heist, the Deep, and Street Luge demos. So if all of these are out for launch, that's quite the impressive launch lineup. But even if those 50 that I mentioned earlier are out by the end of the year and in time for launch, that still beats the Oculus's 30 title launch haul. Of course, we don't yet know exact count for Sony, but it's looking promising for them to have a smorgasbord of titles available for you at launch. We also have some of the specifications as well in terms of the size. It is 187 by 185 by 277 millimeters. The weight is 610 grams. The display is 5.7 inch OLED panels, which are 960 by RGB by 1080 per eye. Refresh rate is 120 Hz. Field of view is 100. And it has 3-axis gyroscope sensors and a 3-axis accelerometer. So there you have it. As predicted, PlayStation VR is indeed going to be the entry-level VR at £350. It is by far the most affordable. Of course, it is obviously not going to be as powerful as, say, the Oculus or the Vive, but I think for a lot of people that much lower price tag is going to make this a tempting proposition for those wanting to jump right into VR without having to save up a significant amount of money. For a lot of people, $600 or £500 is a lot of money, whereas $350, yeah, it still is, but it's not as much as the other virtual reality headsets, and of course a powerful PC is required for both of those other ones. So I think Sony has definitely got a keen competitor on its hands here with PlayStation VR, but of course only time will tell which one does the best, and the battle is definitely set for later this year. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions as always, guys, and do remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's very much appreciated. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you next time.